Good morning, everyone. Captain Ace here, and it's a beautiful day for picking green beans. I got out here early this morning and I've already picked a 5-gallon bucket full just off of this one row right here. And I got 2 more rows to go. I don't know what in the world I'm going to do with them, but we're going to have plenty to eat, that's for sure. But while I'm out here, it's such a nice day, I'm going to give you all a garden update. Let you see how things are going. You remember the okra that I planted? Well, it's up and I got it mulched. And there it is. There's some okra coming up all through here, and that'll be good later on this summer. I planted 3 more rows of green beans just in case those other wasn't enough, and these will be ready probably in about another week. And then I'll have 3 more 5-gallon buckets full of green beans. But I have a lot of friends and neighbors, so I'll make sure everybody gets some. Wanted to show you the watermelons. They finally come up. And they seem to be doing pretty good. Now, I planted 2 different kinds of watermelons. Some of them are Jubilee, I think, and some of them are, I don't remember. Oh well, that's what happens when you get old. I replanted some of the corn. It's starting to come up. The corn that I planted earlier is doing real good. Hasn't started to tassel yet like it usually does because we've had real good weather. So I'm hoping for a few roasting ears to put on the barbecue grill later on. Let's see, we got a few bugs in there. I might have to spray a little bit. I really don't like doing that, so I'll have to keep an eye on it. I watered this end of the garden for some reason. It gets neglected, so I brought the water sprinkler down here last night and I watered it, and it's doing pretty good. This is another row of yellow squash I planted just in case. You can never get enough yellow squash as far as I'm concerned. Here's the black-eyed peas, and they're just growing to beat the band. But this right here is my favorite stuff, the tomatoes and hot peppers. There's just nothing like making your own salsa or having a tomato sandwich with a hot pepper on the side. I love hot peppers. I can't hardly eat without them anymore. They're really good, and if you got any kind of a sinus problem or allergies, hot peppers will just clear you right out. I just want you to look at them jalapenos in there. Mosquitoes are getting bad. I had to do a little swatting. Oh boy. Oh my, they're just all in there. I really don't worry about the grass too much because it helps shade the plants. It really doesn't hurt anything. Like I always say, put out enough fertilizer for the plants and the weeds. My tomatoes, it's just loaded down with tomatoes, and hopefully it won't be long. We'll be able to have us a tomato sandwich. But just look at the tomatoes. It's just loaded. I've never seen anything like it. I worked really hard putting fertilizer and compost and whatnot in here. I still need to get a load of sand in here and till it in. Maybe I'll do that later on. But the tomatoes are just beautiful, and I'm not seeing any blossom end rot, and that's always a good thing. Just look at the tomatoes. I mean, they're just everywhere. This is the best garden I've ever had, and I'm really proud of it. And I sure hope that y'all are enjoying this as much as I am. Just look at them down in there. Have you ever seen anything like that? Such a beautiful day. I just had to make a video. I want to thank all my friends and everybody online that's been viewing my videos and commenting. And a special thanks to all those who subscribe to my channel. I'm disabled and this is just about all I can do anymore. So it really makes me happy. And this little plant here, I don't know, it didn't get much water or whatever the problem was, but it's coming back and it's going to be okay. I dug a few potatoes yesterday, and I'm telling you, they are really nice. I just about watered this too much. You got to be careful when you water now. Even though we're under drought conditions, you can still water a little bit too much and you end up killing your plants. And I've done that in the past. And with this mulch, it doesn't take as much water as it used to before I mulched it, of course. But let me just dig one of these. I dug some yesterday, but I'm gonna dig a few more. Maybe I can work the shovel and the camera at the same time. Oh boy, there's a dandy. Let me see if there's anything under there. Soil's pretty wet. I'm not going to water this anymore for a long time. I'll just kind of hold the camera here and work at the same time, and maybe y'all can see that. And we'll just see if there's any spuds in there. Be careful with them. Oh yeah, there. Yeah. Yeah, there's some red potatoes in there. And I'll tell you what, you take them red potatoes and those green beans, and put them in the slow cooker with some bacon or fatback or whatever you like. Oh, for about half a day or even all day, cook them real slow. And I'm telling you, you just can't hardly beat it. I picked about 30 pounds of yellow squash yesterday. Let's get that shovel in there. But it's growing so fast. I may have to pick it again this afternoon or in the morning. Now this is heat tolerant, heat resistant, heat tolerant butter crunch lettuce. And it is really good. I'll pick that back up later. We've been eating on that. It makes a real good salad. I like to take them little squash and chop up in there with it. Excuse me. And it makes a real good salad. We got some cool weather, so I think my peas might just make it. You see, they're just now trying to make their pods, so hopefully we'll get a mess of peas out of there. But I just never seen tomatoes like this. I got tomatoes coming out of my ears. Just everywhere you look, just plumb full of tomatoes. And this cool weather this last couple of days has really helped this garden. I see the black-eyed peas are starting to run a little bit, but that's why I got the fence. I'll just let them grow, and they'll sit there, and I'll let the pods dry, and I'll pick them and put them up. They'll be dry, and I'll save them for New Year's. There's nothing like growing your own black-eyed peas for New Year's. And I'm a big cornbread fan. You can probably tell by looking at me, but it just ain't nothing like cornbread. Over here I got, probably ought to weed eat just a little bit. I got some, had just a little bit of green bean seeds left over, believe it or not, and I planted just a little short row here because I don't like to waste those seeds. And the cucumbers are starting to run. I don't see any blooms yet, but I just want you to look at them cucumbers. There's nothing like a cucumber and tomato sandwich. The old rooster never shuts up. He's really happy. Well, I better get back to work. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here, and then I'm gonna take that bucket full of green beans in the house, and then I'm gonna come out here and do it again. Let's see. I use one bucket to sit on, and I use one bucket to pick in. Well, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot on that second row. It's funny how one row there'd be a whole lot in the next row. Oh boy, but wait a minute, maybe I'm just in the wrong spot. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And they just snap real pretty. Anyway, I better go. I got a lot to do. It's Captain Ace. Until next time, signing off. Have a nice day.